I'm very bullish right now on micro markets and this kind of modern vending space, traditional vending machines and entering the codes and watching the motor spit down a Snickers is now going through a massive revolution. So I think there's a prime opportunity right now for people to grab market share with these newer micro market concepts.
You're listening to Kerry Lutz's Financial Survival Network, where you get valuable information you just can't find anywhere else. To thrive in today's trying times, you need the Financial Survival Network, now more than ever. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and get your free newsletter and gift. Financial Survival Network, now more than ever.
And welcome. You are listening to and watching the Financial Survival Network. I'm your host, Kerry Lutz. Well, everybody's looking for passive income, real estate, leasing, property, all sorts of different things. But this is a different take on it. We've got MrPassive.com on with us, Michael Hoffman. If you got a question for him or myself, shoot me an email, kl@kerrylutz.com. Michael, great to have you on the show. So everybody's looking for passive income. What's your take on the space?
Yeah, Kerry, thanks for having me. Fired up to be here. I think from my side, everything's as passive as or not passive as you allow it to be. So I'm a huge believer in systems, whether that's real estate or vending machines or what Bitcoin mining, all the different kind of investments I have. But my take is trying to build something and then remove myself from the business as quick as possible.
So what's your favorite passive income stream?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm very bullish right now on micro markets and this kind of modern vending space, traditional vending machines and entering the codes and watching the motor spit down a Snickers is now going through a massive revolution. So I think there's a prime opportunity right now for people to grab market share with these newer micro market concepts.
Okay. And so how much does it take to get into that business?
That's the beauty of it. And that's actually why I got into it, is I couldn't, for my real estate investments, I couldn't keep putting 20% down. So I went down this path, and all these machine manufacturers allow you to finance them just like a real estate investment. And so for me, it's a lot easier to put 10% down on a $6,000 vending machine than it is 10% down on an investment in real estate.
So what about locations? Like, how do you get somebody to accept your machine instead of somebody else's?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. Right now, we like to target places that either have traditional machines and now want to do salads and subs or Dayquil and NyQuil and phone chargers that traditional machines wouldn't allow. So a lot of our business, honestly, is replacing old school machines with the newer concept.
Uh-huh. So what kind of things are you selling there? You said phone chargers. I heard probably cables. What else?
Yeah, so we just installed at an urgent care, for example, and we'll probably do a lot of the items that, a lot of the times when you leave the urgent care and they're like, oh, just let the cold play out, go to the pharmacy and get cough drops and Dayquil and NyQuil. Those are options we could put in our machines.
I see. Okay, and how much can you make off these things?
Depend on the location. We have one location that did over 17 grand last month, and then our standard locations are around 1,500 to $3 grand a month.
Huh, 1,500. So, how many machines could you reasonably expect to get out there?
As many as you want. Most people will try to get 10 to 20 grand a month in cash flow. So they're trying to get to that 5 to 10 machine mark. But we've bought routes now remotely. We own a route in Chicago, for example, that we bought. Even though we live in Oregon, we have our route here in Oregon. So it's kind of scale as quickly as you'd like. You can buy baby boomer routes, things like that.
So you basically have to go and restock these things, right?
I don't. I mean, that's what we usually teach people, how to hire operators that would do that type of stuff. But in theory, I always recommend do it initially yourself so you know what you're delegating.
And so I assume with the location, there's a profit split. And then with your route manager, there's also a profit split, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah. So how much do you wind up with at the end of the day?
You usually want 50% margins. So like that 17 grand location, you're probably bringing home 8,500 to 9 grand.
That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. So, and it sounds pretty easy to get into this. Probably the credit is pretty simple.
Yeah. Not like you're taking out a $300,000 mortgage.
Sure. All right. So, what other things besides mini marts?
These smart machines now with these AI cameras, they track what you grab out of the machine. So there's no honor system of, you think you go to the Marriott and they have the open market that you grab something and you got to go up to the front desk and throw the bottle of water on your room charge. Nowadays, the smart machines, you have the kiosk to unlock the door, and the AI cameras will charge you based on whatever you grab out of that machine, because you have to use your credit card to unlock that door. So we have people in with our routes that we've helped build that'll put in there like $35 shampoo. They'll put in eggs, olive oil, basically the mini convenience store at these apartment complexes. So truly, it's kind of you can it's just shelf space, so you can do whatever you want in these machines.
It's interesting, like the Bright Line Railroad here in Florida, their stations have got totally unattended convenience stores. And like you say, you scan your card to get in, and then it automatically charges you on the way out.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing when you come down the escalator and it says, "Welcome to Las Vegas," and the Las Vegas airport, they have an entire 7-Eleven that is unattended. You scan your card to get in the 7-Eleven. Yeah. That's where all these Hudson bookstores are going to be going too.
It's a brave new world here, huh?
AI's crazy, Carrie. Crazy.
Amazing. So somebody starting out today, say with $25,000, $30,000, what would you tell them to do?
Either tap into your connections and try to, if you know someone at a place that might have high foot traffic, like somewhere someone lives, like an apartment complex or like an urgent care or a pet hospital. If you want some help and get accelerated help, you can always go to our website, vendingpreneurs.com, and book a free call with our coaches as well.
So from what you're saying, it's pretty easy to actually get these locations?
If you know the right things to say, absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you tell somebody when you're trying to get into their location?
Well, depending on the type of location, if it's a business, every business owner loves to keep their employees at work during their break. So they want to bring food to the employees. If it's an apartment complex, the number one complaint residents have is having a DoorDash or get in their car to go get something from the 7-Eleven. So the mini convenience store in the lobby is always going to have value for them as well.
Interesting. So we could be seeing a lot of these mini convenience marts unattended pop up in apartment buildings and condos around the nation, huh?
Anywhere, urgent cares, pet hospitals. I mean, think about where there's people congregating and just hanging out with foot traffic.
Interesting. All right. Hey, so tell us, how do we connect with you on the web? How do we find out more?
Yeah, you can go to our website, vendingpreneurs.com, and watch some videos on how you could do it yourself, or if you want to schedule a free call to see if you need some help or not.
All right. Excellent. I appreciate you coming on here, Michael. If you got any questions or comments for Michael and myself, shoot me an email, kl@carrylutz.com. And hey, you'll find a link in the show notes to this interview on financialsurvivalnetwork.com. All we ask is if you go there, just sign up for our free newsletter, like over 75,000 FSN members have done already. Michael, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by.
Carrie, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to Carrie Lutz's Financial Survival Network, your solution to today's trying times. For the latest, go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com. Financial Survival Network, now more than ever.